Okay, in the last video we proved this statement. If G is Hamiltonian, then for every non-empty subset of the vertex set of G, and if you count the number of connected components after deleting the vertices belonging to this S and the edges incident with those vertices, the number of connected component is always less than or equal to the size of S. Okay, and in this video we will see how to apply this theorem to show that certain graphs are not Hamiltonian, and we will also see one more example of a graph that satisfies this condition and still that graph is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so let's look into this graph G. Okay, and we are going to prove that this graph G is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so now to show that these kind of graphs are not Hamiltonian, so we will use the contrapositive of this statement. Okay, so the contrapositive of a statement something like P implies Q is negation of Q implies negation of P. Okay, so these two statements are equivalent. Okay, so let's look into the contrapositive of this statement. The contrapositive, okay, so here this P corresponds to if G is Hamiltonian, okay, and Q is then for every non-empty subset S, this condition is satisfied. So the contrapositive is negation of Q implies negation of P. So it will look something like this, because this is for every. Okay, so that says if there exists a non-empty subset of the vertex set, okay, non-empty of the subset of the vertex set G, and the number of connected components in G minus S is strictly greater than the size of the S. Okay, so anyway we need to invert this thing. We are taking the negation, right? Okay, then that says then the graph, in this case G is non-Hamiltonian. Okay, so in order to prove that a graph is not Hamiltonian, then there is only need to exhibit, okay, there exists, okay, only need to exhibit a subset, a non-empty subset that satisfies this condition. Okay, so if you are able to come up with such a subset, then we can say that the graph is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so here the main thing is we have to choose a subset which is not empty, and the number of connected components after removing this S from G, okay, G minus S, this number is greater than the size of the set. If you are able to exhibit such a subset which is not empty, then we can say that the graph is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so let's try to find a subset here that satisfies this condition. Okay, so here we can see that, okay, if you choose, okay, so if you choose this vertex and this vertex, okay, let's call this vertex X and this vertex Y. So in this case we set X is equal to set XY, and again we can see that S is not empty. Okay, and here if you delete these two vertices, okay, and the incident edges, okay, you get these three graphs. Okay, so here we have this component, this second component, and the third component. Okay, so here we can see that the number of connected components in G after removing S is equal to 3, and here the size of the set S is 2. Okay, so here we can see that 3 is strictly greater than the size of the S, which is equal to 2. Okay, so we are able to come up with a non-empty subset that satisfies this condition. Okay, and that says, okay, this graph G is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so this is how we can use this theorem to prove that because certain graphs are not Hamiltonian. Okay, so let's look into one more example. Okay, so here this graph is called a Peterson graph. So it is known that Peterson graph, okay, is non-Hamiltonian. Okay, then in the next video we will prove. Okay, I will give a proof for this statement. Okay, in the next video I will prove that Peterson graph is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so here if you look into this graph, we can see that this graph always satisfies this condition. Okay, if you take any one element subset and if you remove that, again we can see that, okay, the remaining thing is connected. So we can see that the number of connected components in that case will be 1 and the size of the set is 1. Okay, and since this graph is symmetric, then that is true for any one element subset. Okay, similarly you can see that if we take any two element subset here, okay, again we can see that the remaining thing is still connected and the number of connected components in that case is 1 and the cardinality of this set is 2. So 1 is less than or equal to 2. Okay, and that is true for any two vertices in this graph. Okay, by the symmetry. And similarly you can see that if you take 3, because the same kind of situation hold. Okay, so here we can see that, okay, if you consider, okay, for any non-empty subset yes of the vertex set of this graph G, Peterson graph, okay, we can see that this condition is always satisfied, is always less than or equal to S. Okay, it is very easy to verify for this graph. Okay, okay, even though it satisfies this condition, but G is non-Hamiltonian. Okay, so this particular statement, it gives a necessary condition for a graph to be Hamiltonian. Okay, if a graph is Hamiltonian, then it must satisfy this condition. So, and there are graphs that satisfy this condition, like this Peterson graph, and the graph is not Hamiltonian. Okay, so I think here we look at these two examples. And the first example says how to apply this theorem to prove that certain graphs are not Hamiltonian, and the second example we saw even though a graph satisfies this condition, that graph may not be Hamiltonian. Okay, so in the next video we will prove that the Peterson graph is not Hamiltonian.